It definitely brought up a whole nother layer of shine for sure. Hello folks, welcome to Netcruzer Cars. Alright, we're going to do a detailing video today. It'll be my first kind of hand detail on the Honda. I want to do some things like clean the wheels and tires, hand wash the paint, and then I might use some of my old products on this paint just because this paint is old and has plenty of clear coat problems and rust problems. So we're going to tackle some of these things throughout the summer. First thing, I just want to do a base wash and polish. On my modern cars, on my newer cars, this is a 2018 Golf R, I use ceramic coatings, toppers and bead makers and stuff like that on this. But I'm going to try some, it'll be a bit more abrasive, so it might take out some of these swirl marks. I just want to see how well bring up an old paint like this. Deep Cherry Pearl Honda Pilot. The Golf R is just going to get a maintenance wash and a top coating. First thing we're going to do is clean the wheels and tires with P&S Brake Buster. I buy it in the gallon jug, then dilute it, put about this much bead maker in, the rest is water. I use a foam can and it just makes the product last longer. You clean the wheels and the tires and then you rinse it off. You can scrub it if you want, but it's pretty powerful stuff. It works well. Now this P&S Brake Buster stuff you're likely not going to find at your local hardware store, car store, anything like that. It is more of a professional grade chemical. You can get it on Amazon though if you want to order it, or from P&S directly, or from Obsessed Garage. So I'll put links in the description for that stuff. And we're just going to run the foamer. We're going to foam up these wheels and tires and get them cleaned off. This is going to be the first cleaning of these. There are better foam devices you can get. I just like this one because it's portable. So I now run the wheel cleaner in this handheld one, and then I run my pressure washer soap cannon for when I wash the cars. All right, I'm moving on to just pre-rinsing the Golf R wheels right now, but the Pilot. This is the Brake Buster, P&S Brake Buster on the wheels and tires. It gives the wheels a nice clean rubber look. It cleans the whites. It has a rust inhibitor in it, so we spray it all in the brakes and the barrel and everything. Anyway, I think they came up quite nice. I do want to plasti dip these wheels, get rid of that rusty grossness, and I'll probably do a gravel guard on the running boards to make those all an even color. Just spruce it up a little bit over the summer. I haven't been able to do that stuff yet because we were on essential only shopping, so that's deemed non-essential. I didn't go get it, so delayed, but we'll do it eventually. This was my first time using the Brake Buster with a wheel cleaner, and it worked out great. I've since rinsed it and cleaned it off since, but it did a great job at taking off a bunch of the residue from when I cleaned them. So I'm going to show you that on the other side. This side I have not even started yet, so we'll rinse it, wash it, and then I'll show you it before I brush it and after I brush it. See how there's a bunch of residue left over here and along all the spokes. That's why you want to get in there with the brush. So I've been soaking the brush up with the cleaner, and then you want to start from just go around the face of the tire kind of lightly. You want to go from the least dirty areas to the most dirty areas. So I'm just going to kind of clean off the face in the center, and then I'm going to start diving in from the top, just getting in there, cleaning the barrel and all around each spoke like this. It works great. So yeah, pick up a wheel cleaner like this. A soft one is best. This one has plastic all the way through, so even if it pokes through, it's not going to damage the wheels, which is good. There's different kinds that you can get. Look at the dirt coming out. Nice, makes a big difference. And here's what it looks like after you brush and then rinse. Really nice. And that's before we wash the car. You want to try and get the wheels and tires clean first before you wash your car. It's just better for the paint that way. You don't splash up any of the iron fibers from the wheels into the paint. This is why you want a foam cannon. It's just a nice low abrasive way to clean off all the particles that get stuck in the paint before you do a hand wash. This makes the job look a lot nicer in the end. It's quite effective. Okay, just finished the wash on the Honda. It's looking pretty good for just a basic wash. Now, zaino all-in-one cleaner polish protectant. This is going to give zaino quality sealant and shine and swirl removal. So we will use this. This is a really good product from a few years ago. I used to be a big fan of Zaino Brothers products. This is another product that you normally do not see in store. You have to kind of special order it. zainobros.ca or zainobros.com. Ceramics and the new modern chemicals have kind of replaced it. So I don't use this on my Golf R. Now I go full ceramic on the Golf R. And for a top coat, because really this is fully protected, I just need to bring back up the ceramic properties. And for that I use a top coat called Bead Maker. P&S Bead Maker. This stuff is amazing. It is cross compatible. You can put it on any type of a paint. You don't have to have a ceramic base coat on top ahead of time. You can just use this. It lasts around 6 months. It's extremely hydrophobic. Works great. Anyway, so I will be adding that to the Golf R. Spray on, wipe in, wait a second, wipe off. Park it in the garage overnight because this stuff does require 8 hours to cure. Bead Maker is done. It looks beautiful. Love it after Bead Maker, and this is before it even cures. After washing my wheels twice, using brake buster, using soap, using the water, using the wheel wheelie, everything, this is still how much dirt I got out of my wheels and tires while I was applying the Bead Maker at the very end. So I mean, I'm not claiming to be a professional. There's a point of diminishing returns, right? Where you just gotta let some stuff go, like get it to 99% there and then carry on. So I really like how this turned out. It'll just get even better over time. Now, even after I ceramic coated it at the end of last fall, my roof was not beating up anymore. So putting the Bead Maker on should totally fix that and restore all of the ceramic properties. All right, I'm now on to the final stage of the Honda Pilot, which is going to be the polishing phase. This is just after the snow foam wash, hand wash, and a dry. Some of these imperfections, those are some pretty deep scratches. I don't imagine those are going to come out very well, but we'll see. I'm not even sure if you can see those on camera, but anyway, time to put some protection on the Honda. Big difference with using the Zaino products is you want to be just extremely light with the application. So I just put in a little bit of a, like maybe a dime size, squeeze it together, and now I'll just start doing some back and forth motions. Now with the Zaino, what you want to do is try and accentuate the lines of your vehicle. So you don't want to do circular patterns. Mostly you just want to do lines like this. Then all you have to do is let it flash, as in cure. And then you rub it off with a terry cloth towel. Now that's again a bit of a legacy thing because microfibers were not that great 10 years ago. If you buy a really nice microfiber drying towel that's seamless, it would be adequate to do it as a drying aid. All right, so that's how you apply it, and then you can just wipe it right off after with terry cloth. Now this stuff being more of a traditional type of a sealant, you do want to keep it off any kind of coarse plastics. If you get it on any kind of a dark coarse plastic, it will leave a white residue, so you only want to keep it on your paint. You definitely only want this stuff to be on your paint. So that's where it's a little bit different than the new modern chemicals. Like something like Bead Maker, you put it on everything. It goes on absolutely everything. You see right there where I got that overspray on? I'm going to have to wipe that off or it's going to leave a bit of a mark. So I really like that new stuff. I certainly could just use Bead Maker on this, but I hate throwing away good stuff that has value, so I'm using this. I want to see how well Zaino works on this 15-year-old paint. See how much noticeably glossier it is already? I mean, it looks good, but this is noticeably glossier in real life, and this hasn't even been removed yet. It is extremely easy to take off. You can see the haze. Hopefully, it's that easy to wipe off, as long as you don't wait too long. Don't apply it in direct sunlight, which is a good tip for almost any car protectant. Always apply it in the shade. Makes your life a lot easier. Front's all done. I mean, one thing that you run into when you polish or shine up an old car is that all of the imperfections are going to show. So it's a sacrifice of, do you want shine or do you want to do the imperfections and blend in? But I think that looks pretty darn good. Now the Hondas have a problem with the clear coat peeling, so I was curious what will happen when I put Zaino over an item like that. It seems to have not mattered. It didn't really change the properties of it at all, and at least now this bare base coat now has a protection on it versus, you know, before the clear's gone. So I was afraid it would fade out and look terrible really quick. More terrible than it already does. Anyway, it's coming along pretty good. It definitely brought up a whole nother layer of shine for sure on this. Is dark cherry pearl Honda paint 2007. It did not fix any of the swirl marks or deep scratches. Those still exist. I'm not sure how well you can see those, but the reflectivity and shine has been enhanced greatly. So yeah, polishing a turd? Well, I don't know. We'll see. But it's been a pretty reliable vehicle so far. Like I said, I do want to fix the running boards so they don't look so terrible. Plastied up the wheels, and pretty much that's it. Maybe tint the front windows, I'm not sure. But anyway, fun little project. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you're on here, subscribe. If you want to talk to me, leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching. Future DIY detailing stuff will go on this channel. I just want to play around with some different chemicals, different products. I did put the Zaino all-in-one on the headlights, which did bring them back up, but they were starting to oxidize from the summer sun. So I do have the sealant that I need to put on these after I get it to a level that I want. I'll probably do the wet sanding kit and then seal those later in the fall. All right, guys, thanks for watching.